Hello all you Slayers, my name is Matt and welcome to Slayer's Lair. Hello all you Slayers, welcome back to Slayer's Lair. Today we're looking at Season 1, Episode 6, titled The Pack. It originally aired on April 7th, 1997. While on a field trip to the zoo, Buffy gets razzed by a group of rowdy kids. These kids start in on another kid named Lance, and they give him a hard time. Now today, this would be called bullying. Back then, it was just fun and games. Bob breaks it up, and Lance brushes it off as if they were just playing around, because they were. They all decide to check out the hyena house, which is closed off. Xander notices that Kyle and his croonies are hanging out with Lance, so he checks it out. Zookeeper Dr. Wyrick stops Buffy and Willow from entering the hyena house to follow Xander, because he says the hyenas are in quarantine. Xander stops Kyle from picking on Lance, just as a hyena with glowing eyes appears. The hyena's glowing eyes make the others' eyes glow, and we also see a weird symbol painted on the ground. The next day at the Bronze, Willow asks Buffy if she noticed Xander acting a little weird on the bus ride home. Buffy calls out Willow for having a crush on Xander, and Willow does the same to her regarding Angel. He's an ugly loser. Xander joins Buffy and Willow, but he's acting out of character. Kyle and his twerps show up at the Bronze and they connect with Xander. Xander laughs as they pick on a fat kid, but the girls don't think it's funny. The school gets a new live school mascot, which is supposed to be a razorback, but it just looks like yummy bacon. Xander gets very frustrated because he can't grasp his homework. Buffy is holding the pig, and she notices it goes crazy when Xander enters the room. During a game of dodgeball, Willow and Buffy notice how aggressive Xander, Kyle, and the others are being. If you can dodge a wrench. Buffy witnesses Xander insulting Willow in front of the others. Apparently Xander is now the leader of the cool kids, and they all walk around picking on others. They find the pig in the cage, and Xander says, "Let's do lunch." Willow cries on Buffy's shoulder as she goes to Giles for some advice. Buffy is upset that Giles is trying to scully her. I don't know what scully means. Buffy guesses the others have been possessed by the hyenas. That's a pretty lucky guess. Willow breaks the news that Herbert the pig was killed and eaten. Giles discovers there are people called primals who draw animal spirits within them. Xander finds Buffy snooping around the crime scene, while Kyle and his goons corner Bob in his office. They are acting more and more like hyenas. Buffy knocks out Xander, and she puts him in the library cage, because all libraries have cages. Giles tells Buffy and Willow that Kyle and his goons killed and ate Bob, and the official report is that it was dogs. Wait, they ate Bob? I liked Bob. Buffy believes it was transpossession, and she and Giles track down the zookeeper for some help. Buffy comes up with some awfully bright ideas, and I don't think she's really that bright. Willow stays behind to keep her eye on Xander. Xander pretends not to know what's going on, and he tries to convince Willow that Buffy is the problem. Xander aggressively reaches towards Willow, exposing his ploy. The zookeeper tells Giles and Buffy the hyenas were acting strange when they first arrived. He said they need to get all of those who are possessed back to the hyena house. Kyle and his goons break into the library and free Xander. Buffy and Giles show up, just like that, and they save Willow because she can't fend for herself. Buffy sends Giles and Willow back to the zoo. Buffy saves a family from being attacked by the hyenas, and she leads them back to the zoo as well. The zookeeper pulls a surprise on Giles, and he ties up Willow. Willow is not smart. The hyenas transfer power from the students to the zookeeper, but Buffy kicks his ass anyhow. She throws him into the hyena pit where he is presumably eaten. Willow tells Xander that he ate a pig, but he doesn't remember it. Giles tells Xander that there was nothing about memory lost mentioned in the research he did, and they leave it at that. Alright, what did you guys think about episode 6? We're halfway through the first season. Kind of like I predicted, I think a couple episodes ago, we are in a little bit of a freak of the week pattern, where each episode is going to be a new freakish anomaly happening and Buffy has to save the day. This one was kind of interesting because it brought Xander forward in the story a little bit more, so it made him a main focus. Completely, obviously unrealistic storyline, completely goofy, but I thought it was kind of funny seeing the bullies and whatnot portrayed back then versus today. Everybody would be in therapy and freak out, and people would be canceled. And, oh my gosh, it'd be so different today. But it was quite funny seeing how it was portrayed back then, because it was just like just having fun, and picking on somebody was not a big deal at all, and everybody grew up fine, and you know, nobody died, so hopefully. But let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you watching. I gotta go. Bye.